Hey, my name's Alex with Marc's Mobility, and in this video we're going to show you a rear wheel drive power chair, so stay tuned. What we have here is the Quickie 500H. Now this particular model here is a rear wheel drive chair. So I've never had one of these in here before, but this is a heck of a unit. I'm going to drive this outside in a little bit. I have not actually driven it yet, but typically rear wheel drive chairs perform very well outside on non-paved surfaces. And then Quickie in general really has some pretty beefy, strong motors. So I am excited to test this outside. So at the end of the video, we are going to drive it out in the grass, and I'll kind of give my feel, because ideally this chair is going to be somebody with an open size home and likes to go outside. Reason being is rear wheel drive does take the most room to kind of turn in a certain space, as compared to a mid wheel is the best drive configuration, and a front wheel drive is going to be a little bit easier. But rear wheel is the hardest for tight spaces, but is the best typically traction for outside. Now this particular unit is going to have 3 electrical functions technically. This one looks like it's going to have, and let me double check that. This is going to have tilt, recline, and then it's going to have individual legs. So it is 3 functions, but there's 4 different options you can do. Because these are individual legs, you are able to raise either leg at different heights, or you can raise them at the same time, or just raise one. So a lot of units have a center mount foot plate. This is individual foot plates. These typically, which I'll show you in a little bit, like I said, this is new, but these are like they'll swing away, and they should be removable as well if needed. But I will show you that here shortly. So we're going to go over this. We're going to have 14-inch solid drive wheels, and then you're going to have 9-inch solid caster wheels in the front. This particular unit has a 300-pound weight capacity. And I think it's going to go right at about 6 miles an hour. So we will test that when we get outside and really just firmly tell. This looks like total distance on this unit was going to be 5.7 miles of total drive distance. So that's not going to be very much use, because whoever had this was hardly able to use this unit. Now, there are built-in tie-down points, 2 in the back. And then I believe you'd probably have some, 2 here in the front in between your caster wheels. So if you are looking to go public transportation, or you have a vehicle with Q-strain straps, you are able to tie this down. Now this specs online, I'm not sure until I open this one up. It says you can put group 34 or group 24, which means a 60 amp or a 75 amp battery in here, but I need to double check once we open that up. Now, if you do need batteries for this particular power chair or any other power chair or scooter out there, give us a call, because we do ship batteries right to your door and can typically get them to you in 3 to 4 business days. This unit here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the electrical seat functions. The first one I'm going to show you is going to be electric tilt. Now you do have an ICS box. It's kind of what they call this function box right here, that you can control the different electrical seat functions, or you can do it through the joystick. But just since I have this here for the video, it's a little bit easier for me to just go ahead and press the button. It does exactly tell you on here, tilt, recline, left leg, both legs, or right leg. So it makes it very simple of which function you're going to want to do. But electric tilt is going to be when the chair tilts back. Now this is going to take the pressure off the lower half of your body, apply it to your back. So it's going to increase the blood flow, which is supposed to then help with circulation, to then help prevent pressure sores. So this is a really good positioning and pressure relief type positioning. The next thing I'm going to show you is I'll show you how you can just do one at a time. But now, as you can see, the one leg's moving. I'm going to hold both buttons. Actually, you can't. You have to hit the button that says both if you want to do them at the same time. Makes sense? But there is a left leg option and a right leg option if you only wanted to do one of the other at a time. But you will see how these are going to begin to raise up. So what's really nice about that is you're able to get your feet above your heart, because certain people do need to be in that position where their feet are above their heart. Now that did sound like that beeped on me, because that sounded like that leg was all the way up and it was waiting for this leg to get into that position as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the tilt down, but just so you can see, that is the most tilt you would be able to get with your feet above your heart in that position. I am assuming that based on this right here, this screw, this foot plate length can be lengthened. Does not look like it can be shortened, but it looks like it can be lengthened. So we would be able to do a little bit of adjustability based on the length of your leg for for that foot plate to basically the seat distance. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring the tilt back down. Now this has the RNet joystick. This is not the latest RNet joystick, but this is still a really nice, really dependable RNet that's been on the market for a long time. Has a swing away joystick. What that is allows the joystick to swing away, so the end of your arm can basically be flush with the end of a table. It does help when you want to get in and out of the chair too, so that you don't have to push off the joystick when you're trying to reach back to get your hand on the end of the armrest. So that's when your tilt's back down. Now the next function I'm going to show you is going to be recline. Recline's going to be pretty straightforward. That's just going to be, hey, you want to lay back, you want to take a nap, different things. Now I will tell you on these chairs, there is certain drive configurations that you will not be able to drive in. So when you're all the way tilted for a safety feature, you're not going to be able to drive. So if you ever get to this chair, if you do end up buying this chair and you wonder, hey, why is it not moving? I believe there's a picture of a turtle that pops up like I see right here on the screen. And if that turtle is there, it just means, hey, you're not in a safe driving position. So this is not a completely 180-degree lay flat, but this would be the farthest recline that this particular chair would be able to go back to. So while I bring that up, let me see if I can bring the legs down. Nope, so this is only allowing me to do one at a time through here, through the ICS box. I do believe on the joystick it says recline and legs, so technically I think if I was to do this, yeah, I would be able to do the legs and the recline at the same time, but on this function box back here, it's only one button at a time. And the reason why I had to check that is there is some other chairs like Quantum and Permabuilt that allows you to do two functions sometimes through that box. But on this function, this box here, no, you can only do one button at a time. Now armrests do flip up on both sides for easy access. That is a pretty sturdy arm. It's got a nice support brace underneath here at this angle that I feel like that is a pretty solid, sturdy arm. Your headrest is adjustable in height. This is actually a nice molded kind of keep your head in place type headrest, but you have all different adjustments here for the angle and the tilt of it. It does come with a seat belt. Like I already mentioned, the two batteries come out from right here in the back. You can see these really nice shocks right here on either side. There is some adjustability on it too by loosening up or unscrewing this top washer would make the shock suppress a little bit more. You do have 4-pole motors on this, so 4-pole motors are typically going to be quite a bit of some power and some torque. These are your motors. You have one on each side. So if you ever needed to push the chair, you can see if you push this red lever down, it's going to disengage the wheel and allow it to drive, but you want to make sure that you put that back into gear so that you are actually able to drive the unit. It will not drive when it is in freewheel. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this chair forward and go over some seat sizes. So this chair is not really going to be adjustable, so it's going to be this size. We're going to be at 18 inches wide, so it's an 18 by 18 seat. This particular seat actually has like a foam all the way around, and all right here where your tailbone would be is in a gel. So it's like a low suppressed cutout. It's nice for people that have pressure sores on the back of their body. Now I do think there is this lever here. Yes, so if you twist that lever and you can go ahead and swing your legs out of the way, or you can then lift this and disconnect the cable and be able to exit the chair. It also looks like you are able to swing the calf pad away and the foot plate up on both sides. So you would be able to come back in the chair, put your foot plates down, put your calf rest, and then you would be ready to go. So now I'm very interested in driving this chair, so go ahead, please follow us outside. I want to see what I look like and how this is going to perform. All right, here is that rear wheel drive by Quickie. Like I said, with these 4-pole motors, I mean, look at that turning speed. Even for a turning speed, that is going to be quick. Now I am on the 5th and highest profile, but you know, you are able to probably more comfortably if I was, because when I had my feet all the way back, I was almost hitting the front of those caster wheels when they were turning. It's probably better to kick your feet out a little bit. Now, like I said, it does take a little bit more room to turn than some of the other chairs, but you want to talk about comfort. This is a very comfortable chair. Like I said, I can even probably recline back a little bit and still be able to drive at full speed. Now, I'm really interested to see the speed, so I'm going to go right here and just see, because I saw they made different packages of speeds on these chairs. This one, I'm getting about 5, no, I didn't have it all the way up, so let's see, because I was at 4.7 miles an hour. Let's see what I can get this to. I got to 5.5, so I'm guessing this is the 6 mile an hour motor package is what they would call it, because they have a 5, a 6, and an 8. But if I was at 5.5, it's got to be the 6-mile-an-hour package. So go ahead, I'm going to go over here in the grass right now, and I just want to see how it turns and how it drives. Yeah, that's what rear wheel drive is for. I mean, that almost accelerates in the grass. So I can tell you, if you're somebody under 300 pounds, you know, looking for that is going to be able to perform well, very well outside, I mean, that had no problem. I can tell you rear wheel drive is the best for out there in types of grass and different types of terrain. So if you need a rear wheel drive chair for outside under 300 pounds and you want one with tilt, recline, and legs, electric legs that are individual, go ahead and take a look at this one. It's a great unit.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.